Hello, I am Melissa Ashley and welcome back to my channel. This series of vlogs is a little bit different to the regular travel going out ones that you're kind of used to from me. And the reason why is because I'm currently just on the start of my journey of a 3-week pain management course run by the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital at Stanmore. I'm based in a hotel in Watford and we are having all the therapy and everything we need here. So we are seeing psychologists, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, and we're having one-to-one sessions and group sessions to try and help live with pain better, I suppose is the nutshell of it all. To stop all the bad habits and start new, healthier, happier, less painful ones. And so I thought that there's so many of you out there who suffer from chronic illness conditions and such like that you might actually find this interesting. And if you're like me, I actually followed someone from Instagram who originally did this course, and I thought, you know what, that looks like that's what I need, that's the help I need. And so I asked for a referral and I'm finally here getting the help that I actually wanted. So I do hope you find this useful. What I'm going to talk about today was our first day, and I'm not going to disclose any details of any people in my group. All I'm going to tell you is there are 4 of us. There was supposed to be 5. I'm not sure what happened to the 5th person, but 3 of us are women and 1 of us is a male, and all have pain conditions of some description. If you are new to this channel, you don't know that I actually have Hypermobile Ehlers Danlos Syndrome and I have ME as well. So I suffer an awful lot of pain, brain fog, fatigue, the list goes on and on and on. Before I go any further, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to talk about expectations first of all. When I first found out about this course and actually got referred and accepted to come on here, I had to go for assessments to see if I was suitable. And when I got the nod to say, yep, you're the prime sort of candidate that we want, I felt relief. And then fear set in. Fear of going away from home for 3 weeks. Fear of being put with people I don't know. Fear of managing a timetable from 9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon every day. The drain physically and mentally. I was not at all excited by that prospect, I can tell you. It actually led to a slow gradual build up of anxiety. I then drove, my chair's a bit creaky, sorry. I drove to Watford last night and we're at the Mercure Hotel, which is where the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital at Stanmore run some of the courses. You can either be an inpatient in hospital or come here for it. I have my own room, and today I got given my timetable. So I'm going to kind of run over the details of my timetable and give you kind of a look at it. And I'm also going to discuss the sessions that I've had today and what I thought of them and what's coming up. So I have 3 weeks worth here. I've been assigned a physio, an occupational therapist and a psychologist. So this morning we met, and at 10 o'clock we had the welcome, which was all the housekeeping and kind of like just getting to know each other in like our names and if we had any questions. And then we were given these timetables. Now, I'm really pleased to say that this timetable is nowhere near as scary. There's lots of gaps than I thought it was going to be. So there are plenty of rest breaks. So first of all, I just want to get that out there, that there are some busy days, but there are a lot of downtime for you to come back to your room and relax and do what you need to help get rid of your pain. I started off at 11 o'clock today and I had a psychology session. And we talked about what I wanted to kind of achieve while I was here and my expectations and kind of just getting to know each other a little bit. Now, it's funny actually, I was asked the question earlier, if you were to ask a family member or a friend, what 3 things would they say that they think you need to change in your life to make it better? And in my head, I was like, right, I would ask Scott, and I think he would tell me I need to sort out my sleeping because it's dreadful. I need to move more, and I need to eat better. And so they were like the 3 key points that I kind of went over in my psychology session. And we're talking about changing things slowly but making them a habit. So I think I'm going to prioritise my sleep pattern first of all, because I am very much in the habit of my phone goes onto a sleep mode at 1 a.m. in the morning. It goes black and white, and even then I turn it off and carry on scrolling until 2:30, 3, 3:30 in the morning. And some mornings my alarm has gone off at 6 o'clock for me to take my meds and I haven't been to sleep yet. And it's because I feel like I can't get to sleep until I'm totally exhausted. So I exhaust myself out and then I don't feel like I've had a restful sleep because I was so exhausted from the night before, and then I get up and have to work and it's tiring and I'm in such a vicious cycle. So that's my key thing that I'm going to work on this week. We discussed other things in the psychology session about my condition and how I feel about different aspects of my life, and I'm going to meet her again next week for our one-to-one with psychology. Then we had lunch, and then we had a group session called Making Changes, and it was kind of like, where were we in stages of, did we feel like we weren't ready to make a change? We thought we wanted to make a change but we didn't know where to start. We had a plan, we were in the process of making those changes, or we were maintaining it. And some of the guys were kind of like halfway on the scale, and I said that I was kind of 1 to 4 between the not making a plan and not having a clue about things, and then other things I was on top of. And what I meant by that is there are many aspects of my life that, in the way that I have my day planned out, the way that when I take rest breaks or when I work and stuff, there are elements that actually work for me, because I have made changes to do that. And then there are things I haven't even thought about yet that are actually probably affecting me adversely that I need to then change. So I felt like I was in that middle ground of a little bit of everything. And it was kind of like, it was nice because we all kind of felt like we were in the same boat, and it's really nice. Our little group is gelling nicely, and yeah, we've even started a little WhatsApp group because we're all staying in the hotel for 3 weeks, and it's like, if you're in your room and you need anything, just get on the WhatsApp group and one of us will be able to answer and stuff. So there's that nice little thing that we set up. After our Making Changes group, I had occupational therapy, and we just discussed the kind of adaptations that I use around the home, things that I find easy, the things I find difficult, and then we're going to work on those. So that was an assessment. And then after my occupational health assessment, I had a physiotherapy assessment, and that's when we discussed kind of my inactivity and my problem pain areas and what I suffer with most and what I really want to work on, and a little bit of a plan of action. And then my day was done. It was done by 3 o'clock. So I came back to my room. I actually crazily did some work, and then we all met, the 4 of us, for dinner this evening. Now, your breakfast, lunch and dinner are all included. You have an allowance for dinner. If you go over £22 a day, you have to pay the rest, but that is enough to cover a decent meal here. and we've got a separate room for us to be in. COVID protocols are in place. I had to take a PCR test before I came and isolate, and I've had another PCR test taken today, so I'm sure the results will come through tomorrow or the next day. We will be tested, I think we've been told 3 times this week, and we have to kind of stay over in the hotel. We can go for walks and things, but we can't go into shops and stuff where we're going to come into contact with other people. Tomorrow I'll tell you what I've got. So I've got a group session from 9:30 till 10:30 in the morning on pain education, and then at 11:30 I've got an occupational therapy session, and then at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon I've got an hour's group session on the psychology of pain. And that's my day tomorrow. So that real dread of having a timetable from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, every hour being stuck in a room, listening to people and being unable to move about and things. And also, just for the record, while we're in our sessions, they actually actively encourage that you get up and move about so you don't get in pain, which is really, it's so nice to be surrounding yourself with people who understand that everybody has pain but deals with it in different ways and controls it in different ways, and they just need to do what's right for them. And so that's a really positive start to this course. I hope it continues to be a positive experience. I'm going to try and remain optimistic about it. I'm here to change and implement things so life is easier, not only for me but my loved ones and for my work colleagues and my friends and anyone else who's actually affected by my disabilities, because it's a knock-on effect. You don't realise that one person, it's kind of like that bomb effect where if something goes wrong with me, the debris goes across, because it affects whether I turn up for work and get the job done. It affects, you know, whether I can spend time with my loved ones, quality time, and maintain relationships, or if I can go out and see friends or keep plans and things. So this is not just for me, this is for them as well. But I'm going to be really selfish and say it's mainly for me. And I need to remember that maybe it isn't selfish, that it's okay to put my needs first, to live a happy, healthy life. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next week for the second instalment of this vlog. Lots of love.